Good evening, friends. Welcome to the News Observer. Today evening, we are going to talk about Middle East. Yes, although the world had seen war for the last 2 years again. When it comes to war, means full-scale war, Russia, Ukraine, a lot of other allies and third parties talking about it, being participant. But Middle East is going beyond some imagination. Middle East started with 7th of October last year when the Palestinians, or so-called the Hamas, had done a hostage crisis with Israel by some killing of 1,200 people and taking hostages of some around nearly 300 people, and the crisis started from there. But today I will not use that word crisis because this crisis was pre-planned. This crisis was brought upon to the world by the Middle Eastern countries, and primarily focused about Middle Eastern countries is Iran, right? Yes, Iran, which got exposed very lately when the Red Sea crisis started, when Iranian with their geopolitical interest wanted to be a hegemony of the Middle East, had to raise their voice. They want to be Iran, the powerful Iran, and already established Israel is a no-nonsense country. So they also are into something with the ideological of against Palestine. They want to have Israel, a bigger Israel or the greater Israel concept, right? So keeping all these concepts and all these happenings together, what happened so far, the world knows. So let's not discuss that. Let's discuss something which is like very, very new, very strange, very unprecedented, in the sense like Israel been doing all this since last October with their big brother support called US, right? And US, by the way, whenever I talk about US, when it comes to global conflict, US always have parties who are like for US, against US. So like the Russians, the Chinese, the North Korea, Iran, they all know US. And other countries who may not be the participants are for US, like the European Unions, and the NATO, and all these people. So things is, when we come down, narrow down to Middle East crisis is very strange. Till now, Israel had been doing all these things, say Gaza and Palestinian and war against Khan Yunis and Rafah and all. So everything Israel had a conference with US, right? But last night, Saturday, when Iran very first time came upfront, actively participating against Israel, rather by throwing out weapons and by attacking Israel directly. Although the world media says Israel could do offensive attack or defensive attack by neutralizing their drones, 90% of them. But it's no point talking or discussing or thinking about that. The point is the word called war. Now Iran is upfront, active, and largely there in the global map when it comes to escalations of Middle East. And what happens is, when escalation happens, it's not about Middle East, it's not about Iran, it's not about Israel. There are other probable countries who are bound to get involved. And when more than two countries gets involved, it becomes a picture exactly like repeating like World War II, where more than two countries were there, right? So we can say, keeping that in view, so we are heading towards World War III, right, quote unquote, if at all the think tanks really can minuscule the whole tension and really come on table and discuss the problem and sort it out bilaterally, by dialogues, by mutual talks, rather than just throwing bombs at each other, right? So keeping that in view, I would say whatever is happening with Iran and Israel right now is a global problem. Yes, it is a global problem because till date, Israel, Iran, US, Russia, China, North Korea, or for vis-a-vis, for that matter, the silent players like the Arab worlds, the UAEs of the world. They had been into a very strange sort of diplomatic statements, but slowly those diplomatic statements are getting overpowered by the situations, by the circumstances. Now, the thing is, for example, till last 2 days back, 24 hours back, US had warned Iran by the word Biden himself used as don't. So don't means a very strong word. Don't you ever think about attacking Israel, right? If I get into subtext. But today, the US had said that they will not be in favor of supporting or backing Israel attacking Iran again. So hereby, the whole character of US is in question. Either you be there, either you don't be there, right? So the thing is, you start game, you don't finish it, right? So the thing is, and now Israel is again a country which is backed by a lot of other things like the money power, like the technology, like the scientific powers. But when it comes to the war like this, it's more fanatical, more religious, more beliefs and faiths which are age old. These wars are not today's. These wars, the plugins or the seeds of these wars had been 56 years back. So what the world is seeing today is the ripe fruit, right? So let's not get into all that. Let's be very straight. Are we heading towards a third war, or are we heading towards something called a small, minuscule escalation of you gave me a bomb, I gave you a bomb. That's about it. Let's finish it here. Let's get across the table and let's talk it out, right? World has to see. I hope, I believe, I pray that across the table talks are the best for learned civilizations. Whatever happens with bombs or weapons calls for insanity of civilization. News Observer will keep on bringing you these analyses, these observations, as we are observers, right? We are not only journalists, we are not only reporters, we are just observers, analysts. Be in tune with News Observer for further news.